What's up, everybody? My name is Mark. You are watching the Free Air Podcast, episode number 2. What annoys me about restaurants and why Yelpers need to do better. Please, everybody, for whoever's here with me right now, go into the chat and let me know that you can hear me properly. Yesterday I was having issues with this. And I would like to make sure that this is working properly today. I'm just going to share this a little bit. How? Sorry, I'll be right with anybody who's actually here. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? I don't know why I'm singing like this, but it seems like an appropriate thing to do. I'm sorry, I will get to my topics. I just want to make sure my audio is okay. Can anybody hear me? Oh, my lovely lady is here. Babe, can you hear me? Yay. So now, if anybody leaves this live stream, they're just a bunch of poopy heads. I'm trying not to curse. I want to do my best to make this kid friendly, even though why should I stop singing? Is it that bad? Is it that bad, the singing? Alright, fine. I'll stop singing. Alright, you guys, welcome to the... We want to see you... Not that we want to see you in HD. As I tell Nothing Network, as I tell my lovely fiancé this, people are usually offended by my very existence. So I've gotten past the clarity in which they want to see me, and I just keep moving forward. But yeah, let's talk about restaurants, what annoys me, and why Yelpers. For those of you who are leaving comments on Yelp, you consistently fail me. Consistently. It's very frustrating, guys. Let's get better at Yelping. I'm going to pop out this chat as per the Nothing Network's delightful little advice. I'm in no BS. Thanks, Nothing Network. Anyway, so why is it that we cannot Yelp a proper review, people? Let me just tell you about an experience I had last night. So I'm not going to get into the name of the restaurant. I will let you know if you get in touch with me privately or something. But besides that, next time do ultra... Oh, great. No delay. Thanks, Mike. Went out to dinner last night with family. And it is fucking horrendous, Yelp. It's despicable. The platform, I have nothing against the platform. I'm their tech team, I come from a development background. They do good work. Nothing against that. Once again, it's the people that use it. Just like my critique of the MTA. It's horrendous. People. Let me catch myself for a second. You guys need to get better taste buds or something like that. I don't know what the situation is. We ordered steak tidbits and like a crunchy rice ball last night from one of the bougiest restaurants in Bay Ridge. In my opinion, I'm not going to say which one it was. And, the atmosphere and the ambiance is nice. So, if you want to feel I can afford to go to a place like this and, just to go in there, that's great. But I don't really care about that. I just want food that will actually, I'll be like, wow. Yelp makes you pay for good reviews. Otherwise, they're... Really? Huh. Thank you, Nothing Network. I didn't even know that. I had no idea. Anyway, I ordered steak tidbits. And this isn't the first time this happened, steak skewers or whatever. And let me tell you, they came cooked to the degree that we were hoping for, which was medium rare. But there was no seasoning. To any chefs that might watch this, it's incredible. How in the world do you send out a steak with no salt content on it? There's no salt content. People, what the fuck is that? How do you do that? As a self-respecting establishment, in 2019, a little bit of salt. I'm not saying you salt bay this bad boy up. You don't need to do that. But like a little bit of the salt shaker wouldn't kill anybody, I feel like, right? It's unbelievable. You rely on the opinions of people, and what happens when you do that? You get fucked. You get fucked. No more. I can't trust Yelp anymore. The only reason you can look at Yelp now is for the pictures. When an item is trending, it doesn't even matter anymore. I'm getting thirsty getting all this yelling. My blood pressure's going up. Yelpers, step it up. Step that game up right now. You're gonna mean fucking high blood pressure. Another thing that annoys me about restaurants. You order a bunch of dishes to the table, right? Now, there are some restaurants that do this really smart. The only ones that I've really seen it in is Russian restaurants. And yes, it is evil. Just to reply to him. When you get a bunch of dishes sent to the table, it's like there's no room for all of them. And then nobody wants to say this out loud, I feel like, but everybody starts to get annoyed. Hi, Zero Infinity. Hi, buddy. Everybody starts to get annoyed, or at least I do. And I'm just like, I know nobody wants to be the person to start off dinner by being annoyed so that, like, they don't. But, like, I just feel like when you order a plethora of dishes, now I have overload dish fear at the restaurants. That, like, when it comes, like, fuck, where am I going to put all this stuff? It's not fear. I don't want to call it anxiety. It's, like, premeditated annoyance, almost. Is that the right word? Whatever. You guys see what I'm getting at. They bring all these dishes and there's nowhere to put it. I might as well put dishes in my lap. Like, you might as well give me a fucking a tray to put on my chair in my lap. That's where this society is going. This is a serious situation, people. We need to fix this. If I am paying good money for a restaurant, I expect decent service. You know where I got the best service yesterday? Because it was exactly what I was expecting. I got the best service at White Castle. And do you want to know why I got the best service at White Castle? Because I ordered a crave case for $20. This is what I expect when I go into White Castle. I expect to order food that's going to make me shit very well later on. And I expect to be able to take pictures and gloat about how I'm eating things that are terrible for me. And I expect people to look and be like, oh, you're going to White Castle, ha ha ha. You know, that's what I expect, right? And you get that when you go to White Castle. You give me the bag, I eat the, like, oily crap that you give me. It's delicious and it's terrible for you. I post about it on, like, TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Oh, I went to White Castle today, yay. And that's it. And that was my expectation. There was no 15-star expectation there. The Nothing Network, you are a true friend. And I say that wholesomely, very wholesomely. Because he understands the rut that I'm in. I don't like paying money for fucking experiences that I don't get what I want out of it. I sound so bougie right now. Get the Impossible Burger from White Castle. The funny thing is, I got the Beyond Burger at this restaurant that I went to last night. What's good, Zero Infinity? How are you? So I know for a fact the Nothing Network. Thanks, Nothing Network. I know for a fact the Nothing Network, at least, you know, Mike from the Nothing Network is vegan. Hi, everybody. Hi, 4 people. Hi, 4 people. That was a typo, but I'm not going to correct it at the moment. I know for a fact Mike is vegan, and so he has... You've been examining things the last 4 hours? What did you examine? So I got the Beyond Burger from this bougie restaurant that I went to last night. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. The more I talk to people, the more that, like, I realize I want to try to eat I don't want to say eat less red meat. I should definitely try to eat less red meat, though, because that's just, like, I don't want to say it's the devil. I happen to know somebody who has gout. I don't want to be that person that, like, what happen? Like, your arms, like do that, like, they get, the blood thickens up or something in them? I'm no doctor. Control Zoom to see in your chat so that you don't have to stare. Control plus. Oh. Thanks. The beyond is better for you, but the impossible is tastier. Listen, coming from White Castle, I don't know that any of that is good. I'll be real with you. I think I like the chicken rings the best. A character assassination campaign against you has been assembled. Zero Infinity. What's going on, buddy? That's a large egg to swallow in the early afternoon. I hope everything is okay. Jesus, man. Whoa. A character assassination. I'm taking that very seriously. I don't know how much he's being sarcastic or not, but that's crazy. Anyway, back to restaurant experiences. Yeah, back to restaurant experiences. So what I'd like to see more restaurants do, and I truly hope more people like end up doing this, is for small tables, right? Like, it would be cool if some restaurants had like little staircases. Oh man, I'm probably not explaining this correctly. Almost like little shelves on the table, right? So it's like let's say for example, there's 4 people at the table. What's it called? You get little like shelves almost for the table, and you put the dishes on top of the shelves so that you don't have to worry about where you're putting all these trays of food. It's not a ridiculous situation. 40 thumbs down by trolls. Sorry, you're right, Mike. I should have finished that thought, but I think it's kind of over. I just want to see restaurants do a little bit better as far as like the experience you give when serving food. You know, it's not just about the taste, although that's a large factor. It's about how relaxed I am when I eat at your restaurant. I should be really relaxed. I shouldn't have to be worried about plate placement. You know what I hate? I hate when they bring the plates out and you gotta like flag down a busboy. Can you please take my plate? I sound like that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Don't put this guy in that position. Not what I want for my life. I want a relaxed like situation. I want the plates to be able to come down. I don't want to have to look in 50 directions for a fucking busboy where I look like that asshole that's like, excuse me, sir, can you please take my plate away from me? I don't want that for myself. That's not the kind of life I desire. Alright, so let's not put Mark in that position. I deserve better than that, guys. Anyway, my rant is over. I appreciate everybody for listening. Now, Mike, to address the situation you've got, your last live got 40 thumbs down. People, that's horrendous. What kind of people do, like, that's what you do for a living? Maybe you don't get paid for it, but, like, it's almost the same thing. You're going to spread negativity? That's what you're going to do? That's absurd. I'm probably going to get 100 thumbs down for this because I'm talking about it, but by 3 trolls, I'm not even sure how that works. Do they make fucking 40 different accounts to give you fucking 40 thumbs down? All you need to do is just relax. Are you talking about me in the restaurant experience, Zero Infinity? I know, I get a little crazy sometimes. I don't actually get this crazy in the restaurant. I'm really toned down and chill about it. I just need to like get out my like Jewish neuroses somewhere, and so I do it here. But if you're talking about me, Zero Infinity, I try my best to relax. I guess you could say I'm a little high-strung at some points in time. I don't know. People tell me I'm like the most chill person on earth, though. I might be being sarcastic there. Who knows? I just got a message. Oh. It's all good. So you guys, this is a little bit off topic, but what I'm starting to really enjoy about the YouTube community, they don't matter. You're right, Zero Infinity. Plus, thumbs up and thumbs down do not matter at all. Like, to be honest with you, I've gotten some lewd, like in the few comments that I have gotten, I've gotten some lewd comments from people, and I always just thank them. I thank them for their comments, whether they tell me that I look like a fucking sack of shit or not. You know, I thank them for their contribution to my channel. Because every little bit helps. Even if it's a negative comment, I really don't care. I still thank them. It's okay. I need a water, cooler by my desk. Look how little, I'm running low, guys. Tricky situation. I need a busboy in the house. That's terrible, right? I need, like, a water cooler in the house. I know. I'm being bougie right now. I have a faucet. That's what I use for my water. And you know what's funny, Mike, to address the comments you're making right now? I was gonna go in a lot harder with the descriptions and the hashtags, and then I was like, nah, whatever, because you know what happened was, I posted this last night. I did this last night to like answer your question, because I hate having to type shit out. The first time I did this last night, for some reason, I was telling you this before, I got the double audio. And you're right, though, I just wasn't choosing to pick it up from the right place. Because I let the audio from YouTube and from OBS intrude on one another. But this morning, though, thank God the audio is better. Yeah, I was gonna try to fix myself last night, and I just passed out. What's Zero Infinity? What do I need to fix? Are you saying that I should fix the hashtags now? Let's see. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fish this now. Yelp. Rust. Critique. Podcast. Free air podcasts. All right, let's see. Let's see if this does any better for me. So I just added a bunch of hashtags. Mike, what do you think the title should be? I added more hashtags. What would this, if this was your live stream, what would you make the title? I got I don't want to say I got confused. I went to write out the title that I wanted to make. Zero Infinity. Oh, I'm getting a message. Oh, I'm not getting a message. I'm a liar. Oh, thank you, Zero Infinity. Zero Infinity, you're such a good person. I was reading the chat from some time before, from like last time, actually, you were in this live. You're from California? If I remember correctly? Like, you live in California now or something? Maybe I read that wrong, I don't know. Like, I know, like, you're from somewhere else, but I feel like I read that you're living in California right now? Mm-hmm. If you are living in California, I'm a tremendous advocate of California. To be honest with you, I'm sort of a tremendous advocate of living anywhere besides New York City. I don't know why I'm still here. I mean, I do know why I'm still here, but whatever, that's a different story. The warm weather gets me every time. Thank you, Nothing Network. Not for nothing, you know, I guess I'll go back to my main topic of conversation right now, or of discussion, so to speak. Yes, hey, we're in California now. Ah, dude, I loved California, loved it. I'll circle back to the restaurant shtick in a second, but I love California. I loved just being able to hop around dispensaries. Like, it was like Christmas, and I'm not a big smoker like that at all. Like, I really don't, like, if it's around every once in a blue moon, sure. But, like, I don't handle it well at all. So I just, like, literally there are some people that can, like, smoke a joint to the face and, like, be like, okay, like, I know the guys on Nothing Network can do that, and, like, you know, you can smoke a joint to the face and still be operational. If I ever came back on, like, the Nothing Podcast or, like, Keeping It Blunt with Mike and John, I would take, if I took as many hits as you guys took, it wouldn't be good. It's just, there's no other way I can explain it besides that. It's not something that I can really do. So, but, like, what I did enjoy doing when I was in California, Zero Infinity, was I really enjoyed going to the different dispensaries. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like the novelty of, oh my god, it's legal, oh my god. Or just like, I don't know, it was really cool to see different types of strands of herb. It was really cool. I loved Mad Men. Everybody's also just so chill in Cali. It's always so beautifully hot there. You see, I would die, Mike. You know, and you've seen me before. Do you remember that time? So Zero Infinity, me and myself and the Nothing Network, we're friends in real life. We've been friends for a long time. And there was one time, like, probably close to 8 years ago, where I ate an edible. Well, first of all, before I even continue, Zero Infinity, are you 420 friendly? That's the way they say it online these days, right? All right, I'll wait for you to answer that question. I'll finish my story. So I ate an edible. I wasn't even. I didn't even know it was an edible cookie. I just thought it was a regular chocolate chip cookie. And then we went out to eat afterwards. It was terrible. I had some soup, and I'm a tremendous advocate of matzo ball soup. Yes, I know, very Jewish of me. And like the room started spinning, and Mike was just standing there like, I'm fine. This is what happens when people tell me I don't have any friends in real life. I want to make you feel bad online. Are you feeling bad yet? You did not spell that correctly at all. But yes, the matzo ball soup. You spelled that like I don't even know what. I mean, I know what you were trying to say, but it's not how it's spelled. There we go. Ah, nice, man. There's such a great community of 420 friendly people here. Zero Infinity. I don't know if you know this, but and I'll say this again. The Nothing Network does a segment, keeping it blunt with Mike and John. If you didn't know, please you gotta go to their network. You would love their channel. You would absolutely love their channel. I don't know Nothing Network when the next time you guys are going live, but Zero Infinity, or maybe you came here because you know Mike. I don't know. But definitely check them out. Those guys are dope with their content. The marijuanas. Are you allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. Everybody comes out with these nicknames. Cannabis and 420 friendly. We grew up with, like, the W word. That's what we grew up with. It wasn't wealth. I'll tell you that much right now. Well, not for me at least. But oh, you're live right now? Oh, that's cool. A show, not a segment, asshat. Nobody's perfect, Mike. Therefore, your naming conventions could use some work. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Sure, it's a show. What's the difference between a show and a segment? What's the difference there, I just got a message. Oh. Zero Infinity, you are a mod for Todd Grundle. Okay. I know who Todd Grundle is. Gotcha. I don't know why I started singing again. So, Zero Infinity, what are you burning over in California? What's the name of the strand? I'm kind of curious. I also like... live right now. I'll definitely check out your live a little bit later, yeah. Yeah, me too, man, me too. You guys, I'm supposed to I'm waiting on somebody, actually. I'm supposed to shoot a skit today. Mike, I know I asked you this before, but Zero Infinity, did you hear about the banana, the $120,000 banana situation, where somebody bought a piece of art for $120K? Did you hear about this? Hello? Some more water. I'll wait for you to respond. I feel bad though. I went really far off topic from the restaurants and yelpers. Everyone hates me. Oh. I feel the same way, man. It's good to be hated. At least you know where you stand. Or sit. I'm sitting right now. Do I have anything else to say about restaurants? I'll say this about Yelp. Because it's sort of similar for, oh, you don't know about the banana situation? Okay. So yeah, you can look it up. I'll post it in the comments. Somebody bought a banana duct taped to a wall for $120,000, and myself and a friend who I'm still waiting. I think he's still sleeping. He's supposed to hit me up around 12 or 1 o'clock. Myself and a friend. Yeah, he did eat it. Oh, yeah, my friend woke up. We're gonna shoot a banana skit. I'm very excited about this, you guys. Like, Zero Infinity, if you have time to go check out the churro skit that I shot with a friend, that was a parody on people getting arrested for selling churros now because the NYPD is cracking down. It's been illegal for a long time, but they just now decided to start cracking down, or recently, like this, within the last year, they decided to start cracking down. Well, because I got such good response from that, from like 10 people that I know, we're shooting a banana skit today, which is, I hope, going to be hilarious. You're going to see me, you're probably going to hear me shriek like a bitch. It's going to come on this platform. I'm going to put it on the tubes of YouTube. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so what I was going to say before is, because I got to wrap this up in a few minutes. First of all, I truly appreciate the Nothing Network and Zero Infinity. You guys are both incredible for staying with me and hearing me not shut the fuck up for a little while. Mike, I don't come into your group chat nearly as much as I'd like to, only because you guys do it at times. It's just difficult for me. Like, you guys do it when I'm at work, your live streams, and I try. Yes, I will link you to the banana, actually. Right now, I can do that. I can do that for you. I can definitely do that. I don't know if you're going to find it funny. I have a very, very interesting sense of humor. I'm an acquired taste as a being, you know? Like a human being. But I'm going to share it with you right now. You guys can check it out if you want. I know the Nothing Network already saw. That's banana skit that I filmed. So for those of you who don't know, because there's a lot of people that are probably not going to understand the context of why this is even remotely funny. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's because New York City, the subways in New York City, there's a lot of, like, call them entrepreneurs, whatever. You know, when we were kids, they're just fucking, like, street vendors or hustlers. And so they're selling, you know, they make churros the night before and they wrap it up and they bring them to the subway and they, you know, sell it to people. And they probably make some sort of a living off of it. I don't know how well they're living, but they definitely don't have, like any sort of food license or anything like that to, like, distribute food legally. And so we all knew that. Listen, if you buy a fucking churro from, you know, one of these ladies, don't expect to not get sick. There's a good possibility you're going to be thrown up. If you're hungry, though, and you're okay with it, maybe that's just, like, the culture you've been brought up in, because it's also not the only place that, like, this sort of thing goes on. Zero Infinity, I was in LA, like, in the last few months, and there are certain parts of, like, downtown LA where, like, it's a sort of a similar situation to, like, the New York City subway system, in that there's just, like, street vendors everywhere, like, selling shit, and these people don't have food licenses for it. Come on, you know. But the joke is that this has been illegal for a long time. And what happened? The NYPD, like, the city got really, really fucking hungry, making a little extra revenue besides putting the cameras in the streets here. Like, so they just decided, yeah, we're just gonna start arresting these people for, you know, for selling this stuff in the subways. And so my friend came to me and he was like, it's not that we disrespect NYPD. Listen, everybody's got a job to do. I respect all city workers, 100%. Doesn't matter, the meter maids, whatever. I respect everybody. Everybody has to make a living. You know, everybody's got to do that. It doesn't matter what route you choose to go. Put the food on the table. That's what you got to do. You know? And so it's just a little funny that NYPD started cracking down on this. Like, right now, come on, really? Yeah. And so we decided to film a skit about this. So my friend, my buddy, came to me and he was just like, hey man, the $120,000 sale of the banana art, we should do a skit on that. So my ridiculous self, I may have written a little skit on it, and I'm going to go film it soon. I hope that this works out pretty well. So on that note, you guys, again, thanks so much for tuning in. If you're new here, hit the like or subscribe. Hit the dislike button if you like. You can hate watch me. I'm all for it. I'm used to it. It's fine. Show me some love, whatever. I like the fact that, Mike, I like that you said, no, the subways has become a cesspool of shit, so they're starting to track them down. Has become? No, they've always been. For a long time. when Giuliani came in, what he did was he cleaned up like graffiti on the trains, which is nice. You know, it made it a little bit less scary to ride in. But if like you ever take any of the trains straight from like this Manhattan to the Bronx, it literally gets darker and gloomier as you like ride into the Bronx. Like that's a fact. Like I've done it before. Mike, do you remember the girl from the Bronx? It was like fucking almost 10 years ago now, but you'll laugh. Like that's what I remember going to the Bronx like fucking at least 8-9 years ago. But it's not that it has become a cesspool. It is a cesspool. That's why I get bougie as fuck and decide to pay like $20 for a fucking lot half the time I go to work now because I don't want to be bothered anymore. I'm in my older age. I'm 33. I've decided like it's not. I can't do it every day anymore. So I don't. But I also work more to try to make more money to compensate, so I don't have to spend my money from like my salary and stuff. You know. Anyway, guys, I gotta go film a parody. I'm hoping this still works out in the time frames because I know the friend that I'm filming with has a different rehearsal at like 4 or 5 o'clock. Thank you so much for tuning in to hear me talk mad shit. If any restaurant owners are in on this, season your steaks. Cause it's crazy to me because like this is not the first time I've had an unseasoned steak. Just because you're cooking a steak medium well or medium rare doesn't mean it's well seasoned. First of all, it didn't come out bloody. You cook a steak medium rare, it's supposed to come out a smidge, like, it's supposed to be bleeding, not just red in the middle. A little bit. That's what gives it its flavor. That's what gives it the flavors. I don't know why I just did that. I'm a crackhead. It's okay. Anyway, so, you see, we season our steaks. Yelpers, if you're gonna get on Yelp, give a fucking decent review. I'm gonna tune into you, Zero Infinity. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm actually gonna wave goodbye to you guys. Goodbye. Love you both. Good luck, and I will talk to you later. Zero Infinity, I'm coming for you, buddy.